Good morning. I'm Dan Wohler, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the first iteration of Beacon Web News, a weekly news program focused on updating MCLA's community on what is going on around them. We'll begin this week with the fall foliage festivities that happened this past weekend in downtown North Adams. This past Saturday was the beloved annual dog parade in North Adams, where dogs get to participate in the fall foliage fun and dress up in their best Halloween costumes. The event was sponsored by Greylock Federal Credit Union and Bark and Cat Pet Store. The parade celebrated the brand new dog park on River Street, which is where the parade finished up. The theme was a salute to national parks and monuments, and there were prizes given out for best costumes. Piper Jacobs was the marshal of the annual dog parade, and she expressed her love for dogs and for the brand new dog park.
Today is I volunteered to lead it and announce awards because I love helping out with dogs and they're one of my favorite animals, and I just want to help this dog parade keep happening every year. I want to help this dog park so it doesn't close down because it's brand new and we've been trying for so long to get a dog park, and now we're going to try to have more than one, and dogs are loving it and we want to keep it.
Piper's mother, Tara, weighed in on the significance of the dog parade.
And is part of the fun and the humor and just the spirit of North Adams, and the dogs like to get in on the action and be part of the cuteness. And as Piper said, so the children have a parade where they get to dress up as part of the theme, and the dogs get to dress up as part of the theme. And this year we looped it in to end at the dog park because it's a new element of our community.
The annual dog parade was a hit, and you couldn't help but smile watching all the dogs pass by. Reporting from the North Adams Dog Park, this past Sunday, the rain held off, and the annual Fall Foliage Parade was able to march through downtown North Adams for the 61st time. The theme this year for the annual parade was National Parks and Monuments, as a way to join in on the nationwide celebration of the National Park Service turning 100. 61 different units featuring several area youth marching bands, first response vehicles, city employees, and decorative floats marched on through 60-degree weather. Joining Mayor Elcombright was the Grand Marshal of the parade, local state senator Ben Downing. Downing has opted against a re-election come November. The fall foliage prince and princess also had their time to shine. The winners from the Children's Parade on Friday and the Dog Parade on Saturday were given the opportunity to march throughout downtown North Adams a second time in the Fall Foliage Parade on Sunday. The first marching band to strut their stuff was the hometown favorite, Drury High School. The blue and white helped the attendees celebrate the favorable weather for the parade. Other marching bands featured were local Pittsfield High School and Hoosick Valley, as well as the Ichabod Crane Riders from Vallejo, New York, in what was their 30th Fall Foliage Parade appearance. The parade wrapped up with floats that represented the country's national treasures. A replica float of the iconic natural water fountain at Yellowstone National Park wowed and splashed the crowd, winning Best Float honors. Reporting for Beacon Web News, this has been Dan Wohler. And now for what's going on around campus. Well, today from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the marketplace, you can register to vote with the Women's Center if you haven't done so already. And after that, if you find yourself in need of an afternoon pick-me-up, head upstairs to Campus Center 323 from 3 to 4 p.m. for Coffee with Cops. And tonight at 7 p.m., the doors will open for the much-anticipated Moon Hooch concert at the North Adams Elks Lodge on 100 Eagle Street. The Common Folk Artist Collective presents the Brooklyn-based band after a successful visit to Berkshire County last year. Tickets are $15 at the door. And this week is a busy one for Trailblazer Athletics with a total of 6 home games. The first one happened last night with the women's volleyball team taking on Sage Colleges and losing 3-1. Tonight at 5 p.m., the women's soccer team will host Western New England University at Shoecraft Field. And then tomorrow, the women's volleyball team is back in action to face off against Keene State. And then on Friday night at 6 p.m., Worcester State will travel to MCLA to take on the men's soccer team, who are currently undefeated in MASCAC play. And the week will come to a close with women's volleyball playing in a tri-match on Saturday with a game against Johnson State at noon and another against Wells College at 4 p.m. And if you're in the mood to catch more concerts this weekend, then look no further than Mass Mocha and the Levitt Amp Concert Series. Saturday at 8 p.m. is the psychotropic musical experience at Mass Mocha. You can listen to singer-songwriter Peter Salet perform as he's accompanied by artist Michael Arthur's ink illustrations, which unfold alongside the music. Student tickets for that are $10. And Sunday at 2 p.m., the Levitt Amp free concert series continues down at Cole Grove Park with guitarist Peter Mulvey. And that will do it for all of us here at Beacon Web News. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you again next week.